I feel like a woman.
Good morning, Clash of Clans peoples. This is Trample Damage coming to you this morning with a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 Valkyrie attack. I've been wanting to include some Valkyrie attacks in here, and instead of being patient and waiting for one to come along in a war that I can really exploit, I ran into somebody in Global who I was chatting with that said, oh yeah, I've got the cool Valkyrie attack. Now, normally for a replay, I would not wind up sharing it when there are defenses that are down. This has 3 archer towers that are down. It also had an empty clan castle, and it has a hero archer queen on the outside. So I want to acknowledge that up front, but the methodology that was employed here was still fair and appropriate, and to help balance things out, by the end of the attack, the archer queen never uses her royal cloak, and none of the poison spells end up being needed. So we basically have 3 poison spells that are down and no royal cloak, which can kind of be a proxy for not having to deal with clan castle troops and having a couple of archer towers that are down. Ultimately, the Valkyrie, much like the Hog Rider, needs the appropriate approach to prepare the way for the attack. And in this case here, when you have bases that are fairly wide compartments, like this one here, there's a big open compartment. Down here, you've got a big open compartment. That's the best place for Valkyries to really shine. But the trick is getting them into the inner compartment, getting them into the core. And in this case, Big Sheen 07, who was from Ram Ranchers, ended up managing to get into the base by using this area here, which we'll just go ahead and start the attack. Started with the wall breaker after the golem comes in, so the golem taking fire would have triggered the clan castle troop. Wizards come in to make sure that those perimeter buildings are down. It's a little bit overkill because we could have done that without all of the without all those wizards. Could have saved a few, but the wall breaker now gets in, and 2 Valkyries come down, and that's something that's really important. There is then the Barbarian King comes in. We're clearing a path so that the Valkyries don't wind up running over here and coming after this Dark Elixir and then taking off away from the core of the base where lots of damage will continue to be done. Now, because of the way that this was spaced and with these buildings right here, the Valkyries came and got the inside of this Dark Elixir storage and then headed into the core, where they made very, very short work of the Town Hall and all those skeletons in there. There's a P.E.K.K.A. running amok. Then they ran around the side here. Some of them decided to hack through this wall, and they just sort of went off to the races. Now you see a couple spells were deployed there. A heal to keep everybody nice and healthy on the inside. A rage spell for when the clan castle popped, or the wall wrecker popped, and also those Valkyries went running around inside. But now this is sort of perfect, where you've got this little army of Valkyries. You've got the archer queen on the outside here that's going to continue popping the external buildings as the Valkyries start running through here. And they pop through that wall. I'm going to speed this along a little bit. They blow through here and just start destroying stuff as they go. Archer Queen, meanwhile, just working her way around the outside of the base. And that little horde of Valkyries with 1 healer behind them winds up just pounding through a whole bunch of this. And 3 poison spells get deployed over here in the corner because this person, Big Sheen 07, hates foliage and wanted to kill that tree. But the Archer Queen ends up pounding through that wall. Again, you notice here she doesn't use her Royal Cloak ability at all. And we get a nice perfect 3-star. So ultimately, it is all of the stuff that you want to see in a Valkyrie base, of the right amount of pacing to be able to get your troops into the core. It's a slightly higher Valkyrie count than I tend to use. And I personally wouldn't have brought 3 poison spells. I would have probably brought an extra rage spell, or maybe even 2 poison spells or something. But ultimately, just wanted to be able to share that. A big thanks to Big Sheen 07 for popping by to let me record this, to be able to throw some additional Town Hall 10 content on the channel. I really hope you're enjoying the videos that we're putting out. If you have any specific requests for army compositions or attack strategies you'd like to see explained in more details, please comment down below, let us know, and we'll see what we can get to. In the meantime, keep clashing on. Hope you guys are ready for Clan War League, because we got wasted last time. We were 0-7, and this time we would like to do much better than that in Crystal 1. Trample Damage signing off.